because the last
I think it's working this time.
cool.
Yeah. Hey.
How's
everyone.
everybody?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. It is happy hour.
It
And
is.
you are, in fact, with John and Sue.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. And it is just coming up to the end of construction month. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it is construction month, April. This is the 5th year.
I know you've been celebrating that all month.
Yes,
Because
exactly.
who doesn't?
Oh, well, I do. Do you?
No.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyways.
But yeah.
We
whatever.
have been. It's a BC Construction Association. We've been celebrating nonstop. And there's been all kinds of really cool stuff. So I thought in honor of that, we would do some drinks that I know some of our construction pals love.
Yeah. So there is a kind of a joke going around that if you want something done, if you want something done on the side from a construction worker, you need not have money as long as you have beer. The idea is that beer could be the currency of all side work in the construction industry. I'm not sure I'm supposed to say that.
Yeah, but is it true?
I've worked for beer.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, I mean, the negotiation is always what kind and how much. But beer is a very real and viable currency. Mm-hmm. The other thing is, happy hour, if you're not a cocktail drinker, happy hour is more than just cocktails. So, I mean, we're talking beer and wine here. I am way out of my league with wine. I am fairly out of my league with beer, but we're going to take a shot at it. Mm-hmm. So we thought that today would be the opportune time to do our first in a series of beer comparisons. And the way these things are going to work is we're going to take a style of beer, and then we're going to compare a bunch sort of across the board.
Cool. We should do that with wine.
Yeah, we'll do that with wine too. So like we'll get like a Chardonnay and then we'll try different Chardonnays. I guess we should go on to birthdays before we jump into
Sure.
that.
Yeah, you start.
Yeah, so actually I got quite a list of birthdays here today.
I know.
We have Verna. Verna Chilton. Happy birthday, Verna. Noelle, who did a guest appearance on our show a little while ago when we did Greyhounds. Mm-hmm. Happy birthday, Noelle. She's 39 today. Luba Joso, probably one of the most talented bass players I've ever met. Happy birthday, Luge. Jennifer Hamilton, happy birthday. Peggy Ball.
Yeah.
Peggy Ball's birthday. Andy Blumenthal. Happy birthday. Andrew Blumenthal.
Construction. There you go.
Yeah. The incomparable, irreplaceable Jill Rook.
Oh, of course. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. The knitting nanny.
Oh, Lordy. That's true. The knitting nanny.
The Yentl of yarn.
Yeah. And it's also Darren Cole's birthday today.
Pink Princess. Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, Darren Cole's. And last but not least is Lyle Herm's birthday. Lyle is, speaking of construction, he's a friend of mine from Mitchell Excavating.
Oh, I didn't know he was from Mitchell's.
Yeah, you didn't know Lyle was
I
from
bet you he has one of these shirts.
He does.
Okay.
He does. They,
right.
I think they partook in the BCCA's Buy Your Crew lunch thing.
Yeah. The Lunchbox Challenge. Okay, so if you're wondering what my shirt is, it says Built Right. Oh, you can't really see it there. So, yeah. I don't have the latest version, so we have them every year. But you do get interesting looks if you wear Built Right on your t-shirt and go out in public. But I love that. It was,
I don't.
Lisa's, sure you do.
What are you talking about?
Lisa's idea, so I'm loving it.
So to kick off the beer thing,
Yeah.
if you don't drink beer, as a rule, you probably, well, let's back up. If you don't drink beer and are Canadian, you probably associate something like that with beer.
Oh my God, this is my dad.
Yeah.
Do you remember those little stubby beer bottles from
Stubbies.
the 1970s? Yeah, so my dad would do this, snap his finger, and us kids would go and run and get him one. My dad will have a giggle on that. He doesn't drink that anymore.
I picked Labatt's Blue. Labatt's Blue is the best-selling Canadian beer outside of Canada. So it's the best-selling Canadian import beer.
Really?
In on Vancouver Island, I believe the best-selling beer of this style is Lucky Lager.
Oh, God. Who drinks Lucky?
So,
Come on, people.
Well, as a matter of fact, so I did a survey. Thank you, everyone that participated in the survey. I asked, because it is construction month, I asked all my construction friends, if you're going to drink a beer, what do you drink? So just to quickly go through some of them, our friend and follower Joel here.
Yeah.
Joel prefers Stella or Peroni.
Okay.
Garrett, my friend Garrett from Sandwich Rentals, he's a MGD or a primetime guy. Jacob Tufel from Duncan goes local with Red Arrow. Sean Henry is a Tiger Shark guy, which is, I believe, a Phillips product. I love that one, by the way. Yep. Pete Lindgren. So he likes a Steamworks Pale Ale or a Stanley Park Trail Hopper. I almost got one of those. I've got the Steamworks Steam Whistle, I think. Yeah, Steam Whistle.
And Adam, of course, likes Old Milwaukee.
Yes, Adam being the quintessential Brit drinks Old Milwaukee.
I have no idea.
Anyway, Scotty likes Molson Cold Shots. Dean drinks Michelob Ultra. Stefan from Texas drinks a beer called Puppers, which you only know of that one, I believe, if you watch Letterkenny.
Okay.
It's the brand, but they actually made it. Labatt started producing Puppers beer.
I'm coming to read your comments.
And Stefan, you are absolutely right.
And Jen is doing a Hoyne mixer pack as we speak.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
How
many of these
do I have a Hoyne? I've got a Hoyne. We're okay. So if there's a Hoyne Pilsner in your mixer pack, haul it out.
Okay.
We're gonna drink it with you.
Yeah.
Mr. Norby likes Corona, and a bunch of people like Lucky.
A bunch of people like Lucky. Oh, but, we always have them in our fridge downstairs. I think your band guys do, don't
Yeah,
they?
Gary.
Okay.
Gary loves
All
Lucky.
Right.
Donna from Mitchell's, and the birthday boy. I understand. Actually, I think Donna and Lyle both are whiskey drinkers.
Okay.
But if they drink beer, I think it's Lucky.
Okay.
Lucky is
Corona. Bit of lime. Sorry.
So here's the thing with a lot of these. So Stella, Peroni, MGD, Molson Cold Shot, Michelob Ultra, Corona,
Okay.
Lucky, Labatt's Blue. They are all of more or less the same style.
Okay.
They're either light lagers or pilsners.
What's the difference?
What is the difference? Good question.
And when do I get to drink?
Just
sure.
A pilsner is a type of lager. Pilsner is named after the Czech city of Pilsen. I'm going to need my glasses for this. I can't remember all this crap. It was first produced in 1842 using Bavarian yeast. And that very beer, that very recipe is still around today, and that's Pilsner Urquell.
Oh.
So the only difference between... all pilsners are lagers, not all lagers are pilsners.
Okay.
Okay?
It's going to be a quiz.
Well, no. Pilsners tend to be more hop forward. They're slightly spicier and they use a different yeast and they're a little bit drier.
Okay.
But like lagers, like other types of lagers that are like a pilsner are Dortmunder and Bock. They're also types of pale or light lagers.
Now, apparently, I like lagers, right? Yeah, see, I didn't never notice the difference.
Sue likes lagers or pilsners, and honestly, so what I've done is I've got lagers and pilsners. We're going to compare them a little bit.
Okay.
So
We're going to start with the Lucky. Oh, hooray!
Start with the Lucky. Both of these are light.
Doug when you need him?
Both of these are light lagers.
Okay.
An example of pilsners. Again, if you're Canadian, you've probably seen the old style cans. Those are the real colorful ones, and they have little white rabbits all over the can.
No.
Okay, so you got to look at a can of
old style
beer, old style pilsner.
Oh, it's not like extra. Well, I'm thinking of that extra old stock. Remember that? Had more
Yeah.
alcohol.
No, this is old style. I think it was made in Lethbridge,
Oh, all right.
if I remember.
I just can't even.
And the trick is you're supposed to find all the white rabbits. It's quite a colorful and interesting can
Okay.
or label back when it was a stubby. So we got the Lucky Lager and we got the Labatt's Blue.
Okay.
Both pale lagers are both
Get out your beer, people.
about the same color.
All right, so I'm going to try the blue. This is going to have some memories. I don't think I've had a Labatt's Blue since the 1970s.
I don't think I've had one that's
I used to
cold.
take a sip of it before I gave it to my dad. FYI.
See, I don't like Labatt's because the only way that we ever used to get it was
Oh, yeah.
everybody's dad
Hilarious.
drank Labatt's, right?
That's hilarious. That's like...
And we used to steal it, but it was always warm. And it was just, oh God, it was just a struggle to get it down.
You know, I've got to say, Lucky is far better than Labatt's.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I don't know what this is, but I don't know how you used to drink this stuff. Well, that's just my opinion. So,
So neither of those are Pilsner.
okay.
So we're going to keep these.
Because Lucky doesn't really have any taste.
Lucky has almost a cult following.
Okay.
It's become sort of known as the working person's thing. And I guess probably the reason for that is for a while it was made here on Vancouver Island, just outside Duncan somewhere, I think.
This is the Lucky or the...
It's Labatt's. But it didn't start that way. It's actually, so it's quite a story. There was a consortium called Coast Breweries here in BC. And they were formed to control the assets of a lot of British Columbia breweries. In 1934, they expanded into the States and they began controlling a few smaller breweries, one of which was the General Brewing Company in San Francisco, California, which is where Lucky Lager came from. It's actually an American California beer. So they were controlling the production of Lucky Lager. A few years later, I think they even changed their name to the Lucky Brewing Corporation or something. So 20 years after that, in about 1955, they sold to Labatt's, and I think 1958 they sold to Labatt's, and I believe that's when they started being produced.
So they're pals.
Yeah, they were pals. I believe that's when they started being produced on Vancouver Island.
It wasn't Labatt's Brewery over in New West. I thought it was in New West.
Yeah, they had one. They had one there. They had something like that. And they continued to produce Lucky Lager on Vancouver Island until 1982. But by that time, Labatt's had been bought by a mega multinational corporation, actually. Owns Labatt's and just
Everybody.
a whole bunch of everything else. It's called Ab and Bev. So Lucky is now produced in Edmonton and has been for nearly 40 years. Lucky and Labatt's are not owned by anything even remotely local.
So we don't. There you go.
Well, but a lot of people remember that connection. That Lucky Lager, and honestly, it was marketed heavily as you go in and you see the display, and there's like a guy with a chainsaw, or no, it's a guy in hip waders, fishing, casting into a river. So it's marketed heavily. I think it is the best-selling beer in Vancouver Island.
Oh, okay.
But it isn't available everywhere. Anyway, little thing. So
Now you know about Lucky.
so that's Lucky Lager. So what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
We are gonna pull out a couple.
Are we getting local now?
Yeah, we're gonna go with a couple of local lagers.
Oh, look at these. Oh, let's see the cans. These are cool.
This is SOB.
SOV. All right.
Sooke Oceanside Brewery. So,
Cool. All right, check this out. Yeah, I like these. I like the craft breweries because they're, I don't know, they just seem more fun.
well, I mean, much as Lucky used to be produced locally, these are still produced locally. And as far as I know, Lucky didn't necessarily use any local ingredients.
That's okay.
A lot of these source everything locally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's.
Now what are we doing?
I'm just going to give you one to compare to.
Okay. Is that the Lucky again?
I hope so.
Oh. Guess we'll see.
Honestly, I can not really tell the difference. Pardon the kind of shit mixing glasses here.
Yeah, we didn't buy any more bottles. It gave us any more free glasses that match. So, oh, I get a whole glass of this.
What I'm the thing that I'm the way I'm choosing my glasses is anything that's transparent.
Oh, I see. So it's
So
kind
show
of
them
like
the difference. So this is actually a lighter beer or a lighter colored beer.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Than your
Then the Lucky.
ubiquitous mass-produced stuff.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Okay, so we're gonna give this a whirl.
So give the Lucky a try first, and then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think you mixed it with the.
Oh, did?
Yeah. That's,
Okay, well.
special. All right, let's try them. I need a cleanse of palate. We'll have to do a cleanse of palate for the wine one, but we'll try this. Oh, that's so much better. Just so much better. That is delicious.
There's
Yeah.
there's an ongoing
Yeah.
feud, I guess. If you tend to drink domestic beer, the more common ones. Some people feel like the craft breweries are pretentious and overpriced and so on. If you drink only craft beer, some people that drink only craft beer think that this is mass-produced swill.
Yeah, I like both. Now I like.
Here's the trick: drink what you like.
Yeah.
And don't worry about what anybody
I
else.
kind of like Coors Light. I
Yeah,
know
well,
it's
that's
crazy,
fine.
but
I
yeah.
mean, it's don't pick it based on what anybody else likes. Pick
Yeah.
what you like.
This is good though. I'm okay. I quite like this.
Okay,
See,
well-
again, it's the lighter. Oh, you want some?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. It's the lighter beer. Like it's that he has to kind of order for me when we go to the restaurants because I don't know the difference between there's a stout and all that other crap. So if I get the hoppy ones, it's like ugh. But these are lagers and pilsner. Is that pilsner or lager?
That's a lager.
That's a lager.
So that is going to be the closest match of what I have to that.
That's good. All right. What do you got
So-
next?
So we're gonna move these two off the table. And what we're gonna do now is compare a lager to a pilsner, which are what makes it a lager, by the way, is the fact that it is bottom fermented.
Oh.
Because it's bottom fermented, it takes longer. And actually, the word lagern is a German word meaning to store.
Ah.
So it's stored longer, I guess, because it ferments at the bottom, or I don't know.
I guess we'll figure it out. It's a little.
Who had the Hoyne pack?
Jen.
Jen.
Yes, Jen had. Yeah. Get your Hoyne out.
We're gonna go with the Hoyne Pilsner. I've used this before in. I think we did that Boilermaker out of Hoyne Pilsner.
The drop shot
didn't
thing?
we? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Yeah, when you had to guzzle them all
Yeah.
down. Gotcha.
So now what we're supposed to see here is that the Pilsner, compared to that one, the lager, is supposed to be drier, spicier, slightly hoppier.
Okay. Well, let's give that a roll.
Hoppier, is that a word? More hoppy?
More hoppy. I don't know. It's a whole new world for me.
Plus
So
de-
this one isn't as light as the lager. So this is the one we're looking at now, and this is the lager. I don't know. I guess you probably can't see. It just all looks kind of like
Yeah.
pee. All right. Let's just. Is that what you do with beer? You just kind of
Just drink
okay.
it.
Mm-hmm. That's good too. I'm not sure which one I like better. That's really interesting because I'm kind of picky on my beer.
Does it taste like drier or spicier?
I kind of like it. Like it's yummy. Got my Hawaiian cheering here. Good. Yeah, I actually like that. It does taste.
So that's really like that's a really clean.
Yeah.
Like it's not overly malty.
Mm-hmm. Which I like. That is good though. I kind of like your Hoyne. There you go, Jen. See what I mean? Kind of got a different. He's being a what do you know? One of those connoisseur people. Mm-hmm.
I think I just don't have a real good.
You can't tell the difference? Oh, I totally can. You can't? Is that a yes or a no? We're debugging this.
No.
No, okay. Well, I can.
I suck at this. I'm sorry.
So, so I don't really drink wine, so yeah, for me. Let's see if she's saying anything.
So the first one was from Sooke.
Yeah.
Hoyne is here in Victoria. The next one we're going to do is in Gastown, Vancouver.
Oh, cool.
It's right on the harbor. If you're downtown Vancouver, do yourself a favor. Go in for a flight. I love Steamworks.
I love flights.
What happened to my... I used to have a t-shirt from Steamworks.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think you still do. I probably wore it or something. It's good to do the flights though. Like you did that flight of beer at 328, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way you can... So that's what we're going to try and do here. So I'm going to pour 2 here now. Now we're comparing 3 pilsners.
I just want to let you know how many beer we got open here.
Yeah.
No wine for Sue tonight.
This doesn't bode well, does it?
Yeah. I'm just making sure I haven't missed anyway. Oh, it's my new fave. It is. It's really good.
Craig,
I do like that.
I should mention, Craig, by the way, said his favorite beer is Chardonnay.
Oh, brilliant. I do agree with you, Craig. Actually, I'm not sure.
I am not familiar with that brand of beer, but, apparently my wife knows it.
Yeah, it's a Pinot Gris fan myself, but yeah.
So give that back. We're going to top this up a little bit.
Okay, I'm so confused. Now what are we on?
Okay, so this is Hoyne Pilsner.
Yep.
Steam Whistle Pilsner from Steamworks. And this one is Wolf Brewing German Style Pilsner. This is also from Vancouver Island.
Oh, cool. All right.
So, remind yourself what the Hoyne is like.
I dare you to do one of these, by the way, and not belch on camera. It's a little tricky. All right.
Is that a dare?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It is kind of challenging, though. I love this.
Mm-hmm.
The Hoyne, I think, is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to say drink the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a steam whistle.
Yep. This is a Vancouver one.
Oh, I'm getting full. All right.
These guys have a cucumber beer that's pretty cool.
I swear to God, I'm going to belch. Hang on. This is really good.
I'm
Apparently,
not surprised.
I really like the lager thing. Okay. If any of these were that, what do they call them? The dark ones? The stouty crap?
The ones you don't like are the IPA.
Oh, okay.
My wife isn't a big fan of overly hoppy stuff. That would probably have been Steve's choice if you saw the survey, by the way. I think Steve likes IPAs.
That's really good. Let me just read this. Hi, YouTube. I'm sitting here watching you with Renee having a 15-16 lager. Cheers. That sounds good.
A 15-16, that's from... Oh, I knew this.
Carrie,
Is
can tell us?
is that Granville Island?
She's going to have to let us know.
15, I can't remember what.
All right, so I really like this one. So now I've gone from the Hoyne to this one.
Yeah.
Is that... I'm confused. And this one's Wolf?
Wolf Brewing.
The Wolf Brewing. Okay, Pilsner. And it's got a really pretty can, too. Very, very...
I can figure out exactly where in Vancouver Island.
Okay.
Nanaimo.
Okay. It's good. It's not my favorite. But you, I think, will like this.
Okay.
Because you like different beer than I do.
This is true. Usually. This is good.
That is really good.
I should say, I was saying that the best-selling beer on Vancouver Island, I believe, is Lucky Lager. I don't know this for a fact, but I would guess that the best-selling craft beer on Vancouver Island would have to be Blue Buck.
Maybe.
Which is Neither of these. I think it's like a pale ale or something.
No idea.
We'll do that another time.
Oh yeah, you're basing this on the interweb, right? That's your fact check.
No fact check on the.
Okay, just making sure.
Just how many people I know. That's their go-to. If they don't know what to have, they'll have a Blue Button.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it reminds me because it's right in the middle. It's not overly anything, but it's tasty.
Mm-hmm. So you've had the Hoyne. So I got to do that again. So the Hoyne is delicious. So we're just getting plastered sitting here.
So this is delicious.
That's good.
This definitely is more of the spicier, drier, I think.
And then you got to try the.
Like compare that to the lager.
I don't even know which one anymore. Okay.
That's the lager, and I'm going to try the Wolf Pilsner.
And watch his face. Hang on. Let's see what he says. Very different, hey?
Very different.
Yeah.
It's got a bitterness to it, but not in a bad way. So that's a German-style Pilsner. And that probably has something to do with the hops.
Yeah. See, it's the hops. That's why I don't like the hops, right?
Well, everything has hops in it, right? Every beer is malt hops and water, but you can change the variety of the hops. You can change the yeast.
But what does it mean when it say it's hoppy?
That it's hops are the predominant flavor.
Oh, okay.
Right? And there are different hops. Actually, it's a cool plant. It grows well around here. Humulus is the name of it, and it's a vine. It can be a very decorative looking thing, but the fruits it produces are what gets used. I think it's the fruit.
I don't know. Brought to you by Plantaday.
Yeah. No, I've actually used it in landscapes.
Cool.
But there's a variety of different ones, and there's a variety of different malts. There's a variety of different yeasts, and that's why we have this wonderful variety of different flavors and colors and tastes and aftertastes.
So this is just on the edge. Like, I do like it, but I would say that's on the edge of my, getting out of the lagers and getting into whatever else that we're going to learn about later. But this is just phase one, drinks Sue likes.
Well, I thought this would be a good baseline to start because everyone has tried this, even if they were like 12 and stealing their dad's. So we're going to start with stuff similar to that, and then we'll work our way around there's so many different kinds of beer. And I sort of started to think that maybe people thought I didn't like beer. It's definitely not the case. We used to have these things, and I'd love to have it again now that COVID restrictions have eased. We used to, I know a bunch of musicians that are beer aficionados, and we'd get together and we'd have a tasting and a jam session.
Oh, that's an awesome idea.
And the more we drank,
the better
the worse we were.
Oh, the musicians were terrible.
But the musicians I know, I'm speaking for myself here. The guys I know are enormously talented, so they made up for my suckage.
That's what we got to do. We got to have an event. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we got all kinds of events that we're going to have to do coming up here, but that's a good idea for one.
Yeah, especially now that we're drunk because we've been drinking beer all for the past 30 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, so retroactively, wish you a happy construction month.
Yay!
What about Chris? What's Chris's drink?
I didn't get a chance. He was traveling. So Chris is the president of BCCA, and he's an awesome guy. And he's like, "Hey, do a shout out to Construction Month." He's my boss, right? So he's
got to be a beer drinker.
Oh, right? I'm sure he is. I know he's.
I know I've had a drink with him. I can't remember what he had.
I can't remember.
Over in Vancouver that time.
Yeah, I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Lisa,
yes, Lisa Stevens. So many of my friend Facebook group. See, I can't talk anymore. I've been drinking beer. You'll all remember her, but yeah, Lisa.
So Lisa likes I think it's the Longboat Porter. She likes the dark beer.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And I just had lunch with
Jason.
her enormously talented husband Jason, and we had a red ale, which was quite tasty. So
cool. All right.
So Anyway, that'll wrap it up for this week. Thank you for joining us again. We'll probably be back to mixed drinks for a while.
Well, we're going to do a
Next
wine
week.
tasting one too, because I know.
But not next week, because you know what next week is?
It's Mama's Day.
Yeah, it's Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Well, what about Mother's Day?
Cinco de Mayo.
Apparently, it doesn't matter. Cinco de Mayo. Apparently.
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, okay. So we're going to do tequila.
It's not Mother's Day next weekend, is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't think so. I fucking hope not.
We better find out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so Mother's Day we'll be doing a wine tasting. How about that? That'll be great. Let's go with
We'll
Shem.
do a wine tasting.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to see if we can get Dana over for that. Our next door neighbor is a sommelier.
Yes, Dana.
So,
Yes.
or maybe Sam from BC Wine Gems.
Well, why don't we get them both?
Oh, let's see if we can get them both. Sam,
Yep.
if you're watching, we'll buy the wine. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
we're going
guys.
to take our drunk asses off of this camera now.
Yeah.
We apparently have some beer to drink. So, anyways,
We do.
have a great weekend, you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.